Yo, everyone, it's your boy Dasher with another video today where we're going to be going through the KVK4 that we currently have going on inside of 3842. We might also do a little bit of an account update. You can tell in our camp today, we'll also show a little screen right now of our current matchmaking and where everyone is. As you can see right now in our camp, we have Kingdom 3851 and Kingdom 3860. If you guys don't remember who exactly 51 are, they are the kingdom that we allied with for KVK3 to get our absolute whitewash of a victory against 3835, 3857, 3849, and 3852. So when we saw that we got 51 in our camp, we were we were very excited and happy. And since meeting 60, they're more a Indonesian kingdom, I believe, but it's been a great ride so far. So we have the entire map explored, unlocked. So what that means, boys, is that we're going to be showing you everything that we possibly can, from videos to streams. We're going to be trying to keep up with the demand. I know I've been kind of slacking, and the reason why is because, yes, boys, I'll show up the screenshot now of the announcement. I have moved houses, so I've been a bit busy, and that's no excuse. I know I've gone back-to-back breaks, and I do apologize, but we're back on the grind, we're back on the hustle. It's kind of like a last-minute thing, last-minute changes in life. You know, unfortunately, those things do happen, but we're here, we're ready to rock. I've been active, too motherfucking active, putting in some crazy shifts day to day. But yeah, let's go through every kingdom in our KVK, give you my input, my thoughts, my process on basically what I expect this KVK to be looking like, what we're expecting, and you know, everything in between. So like I said, we have Kingdom 3851 in our coalition. So that's the perfect place to start off with. 3851, the King, Sexy AT. May I just also give this guy a massive shout out. Every time we propose to him an insane idea, he's always up for it. His kingdom's always up for it. And working with him has always been nothing short of amazing. So we have, of course, Sexy Potato. I believe this is a new account. She does also have another account in 42 Alliance right now. We have Bad Boy. If you guys don't know who Bad Boy is, he is an admin of RPS. He is also a really good war lead and also a king of 3303. We have Sexy Winter, 3-bill KP, 97 mil power. Of course, we won't go through every single player, but we can have a quick overview. The BD group, so you'll see a lot of BB names here from Kingdom 3838, and if you've been a long time viewer, they were also from Kingdom 3840. They were the Asian group within that kingdom, amazing fighters. Like, we can look through, yeah, great stats, young account, great stats, another decently young account, good autarks. So what an amazing pickup from the 51 crew, such a W pick. And in fact, whilst we're talking about 51 good migrations, they also got, I believe his name is Don Lee. There we go. Don Lee, 4.9 billion KP, 121 million power, with once again an amazing autark. You know what, let's make this easier. We're going to go through the alliance rankings. So even with two of their very big players in our alliance, they are still 4th in terms of KP alliances in the kingdom. Sorry, in the KVK, my bad. We have 35, 484 billion, 34, 121 billion, 37, 91 billion, 40, 79 billion, 39, 77, 63, 68 billion, 57, 65 billion, 47, 54 billion, 60, 47 billion, 62, 45 billion, and you know what, I'll let you guys read the rest, as is basically just these last 3 kingdoms. But yeah, so I believe every camp lead of every camp so far is us 42 in fire camp. Earth is 34. water is 39, and wind is of course 35. Now, how do I personally think this KVK is going to go? If anyone who doesn't have the Diplo yet, this is a 3v13. We are doing a 1v3, 3 kingdoms versus 13. And I believe they also have over 2 times our governor count. GG, boys. It's going to be a very, very hectic KVK. I can tell you that. But we are preparing ourselves very, very nicely. We got some nice speed ups already. 3.3k, and also we pushed roughly about 1k days of speeds to get to 200 mil. And every week or so we're making about 100 days of speeds. So it's going really, really good so far. Got 6 marches already lined up. I'm pretty sure we spent around 35 million crystals in this account. Let me double check. Sorry, 38 million crystals spent already. I believe we're on day 5. Yeah, day 5 of the KVK. So, trust me boys, we're going in hard. We want this KVK to be as hard as we possibly can. We're going to invest everything that we possibly can. And we are locking in as a camp, as a community. We're doing coalition meetings, focusing on every little aspect that we possibly can. If you guys are interested in being a part of that journey, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, be a part of our community today, and get to watch the amazing KVKs that we do within inside of 3842, the most up-and-coming KVK 4 kingdom that has come to be since the new migration rule changes. Now, let's get into the zones. How do I think the Zone 5 fights will go? If they decide to fight us, I think Zone 5 can drag out for a couple days. I think this is where we really get to see the resilience of kingdoms and of camps. You know, if Earth was to full send into Lucerne, of course we will be pushing 2 zones at the same time. We're already kind of a slim camp. We have not as many numbers as the rest of everyone else. But as long as we manage to establish our territory early, I think we could have an amazing fight, a lot of KP potential, and the only difference would be between their field and our quality. And I think that's where the big differences will come. Tahiti against water. Now boys, I understand a couple of the kingdoms within water camp may not look the most appealing, without saying kingdom names. But what I will say is that there are some amazing kingdoms in here in terms of quality. And in my opinion, they're almost like the wall to the 1v3. You have Earth Camp, which is the numbers, Water, which is the wall, and a Wind Camp, which is the quality. They all have their own specific benefits, their own specific talents. And I'll be real with you guys, Water Camp in my opinion is a very, very scary camp. And I definitely don't think that they should be, you shouldn't feel underwhelmed by them. They're going to be doing great all KVK. They've got amazing leadership. In fact, quite a few of our friends from 42 are also in, for example, Kingdom 39 and 40. So, like I said, Water Camp is going to be an amazing kingdom this KVK. Sorry, camp this KVK. I expect to see a lot from them, especially within Tahiti. I think quality to quality wise in Tahiti, we could be going here for a long time, taking some good burns back and forth. And I'll be real, my expectations for them is very, very high. Now, of course, we don't get to fight Wind, unfortunately. We would love to fight 35, 47, and 38, but they're just on the opposite side of the map. Pass 7s. Okay, this is where it gets into difficult territory. Pass 7s is where, you know, we get punished heavily by the fact of us having less numbers. Because anyone that's played a Pass 7 before knows, even if you're on the most frontline TP spot, it still takes a minute for a march to go from one side of the pass to the other side of the pass. So this is where your quality, your ball control, your kingdom management really comes to fruition. You really get to see the quality and the determination of your camp as a whole. And low-key, I personally think you can get even more KP from Pass 7 fights if they actually fight properly than you can in all of Kingland. It's just that your trades would be a lot worse, especially if you're playing on a more aggressive stance. But in my opinion, on both sides of past 7, it really comes down to wherever win camp goes. If win camp, let's say for example, goes up to earth, you know, of course we have to play more of a defensive stance. But if you want my personal opinion, I think we take both level 7 passes, and I think we just kind of just poke a little bit. And we poke a little bit there, poke a little bit there, get KP where we can get KP without really exhausting ourselves. But King's Land, boys, I can't even give you a prediction on King's Land. This is so 50-50, so left and right. It really comes down to who does their King's Land opening correctly and who does it the best. Who gets to random teleports off, who manages to build their flags faster, who takes the field control the fastest, who swarms the passes the fastest. There's so many equations to be put into King's Land, but as of this very point, it's so hard to give an actual opinion. All I know though is that this King's Land is going to go crazy. I'm expecting personally to try and double this account's KP. My goal for this KVK is to hit 16 billion KP. Now boys, if that ain't insane, I don't know what the fuck is. But for anyone that is curious and about an account update, as of right now we have 554 spin tickets, 720 legendary commander sculpture heads. So what does that mean is that I can expertise any commander of my choice off rip. And that commander right now for us is the new archer commander. He's very good for swimming, very good for in general buffs and debuffs, I believe. And we will be pairing him with ZL at 5551 ideally. So that will be our 6th march. So our 6 marches, in case you guys are curious, will be the following: QSHYSG, LC Alex, Arthur Hector, Sun Tzu BQ, GG Achilles, and the new Archer Commander ZL. I don't know boys, to me that sounds like the perfect mix of everything. You got the swarming power, you got the open field power. You know, the equipment's all there. We got a bunch of iconic stones. We still got 2 spare iconic stones as of right now. In fact, whilst I'm here, we have also managed to get our Jeweler's Jaw level up to 159 already. We can also buy our first SOC equipment accessory. And we will be crafting the horn first. We'll more than likely be waiting for a stream of Mango. And Mango will craft that horn on stream. If not on stream, I will record it and turn it into a YouTube short. Update on equipment and armaments is all pretty much the same, if I'm being honest with you guys. There's not been much changes here just yet. There more than likely will be before any major fighting, more than likely past 7 or King's Land, as we are hoarding now on materials. We started doing Get Up Again daily. We're chilling on BPs and also materials. So it'll be nice to see the future changes that we can do for the rest of the marches to get them to the same level as our main infantry march. And for you guys which don't know what our infantry march looks like, this is, oh, that is not it. Where is it? There it is. There it is. Work on 5 sets, except for glove. Grip pieces on everything, including accessories. And we are now going for icon for thundering. And we're already on 6 out of 10 on wishlist. So we shouldn't be too far away. I kind of get really good luck as well at wishlist 7. So I'm praying that we also get this just before King's Land. And then we can be rocking a full legendary inscription set on our main infantry march. But guys, on that note, I think this is where I'm going to call the video. I hope you guys have a great rest of your morning, evening, afternoon, whatever time zone you guys are at. Make sure to subscribe, like and comment. I'll see you guys shortly. Peace.